Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another interesting contraption to show you guys from the 1.21 updates. Right behind me we have a fully automatic pumpkin pie maker. And I know some of you are probably thinking, why? Why build a pumpkin pie farm making machine? Well, I personally think pumpkin pies are actually a pretty good food source. They give you 4 hunger points, just like a steak or a pork chop, but they don't give you as much saturation. But I don't think that's too bad, because once you have this little farm running in your base, you will never run out of pumpkin pies. And the best part is, you can stick this farm anywhere inside your base and it will keep running as long as you're around it. And you never have to interact with it ever. So that means no breeding, no manual crafting or anything. Alright, before I get into how the farm works, let's just look at the recipe for a pumpkin pie. As you can see, we need a pumpkin, an egg, and some sugar. So eggs and pumpkin can come straight from a little farm like this, but the sugar has to be crafted first. So we have a sugarcane farm up the top here, and all the sugarcane gets crafted into some sugar, and we do actually get a bit of extra sugarcane just in case. And then secondly, we have a pumpkin farm over here with an allay to pick up all the pumpkins, and lastly we have a little chicken farm over here just to get the eggs. Hello, it is Editor Me here. The rates for this farm are about 240 pumpkin pie per hour, which is slightly less than 4 stacks. And I'm just saying this because when I recorded this initially, I got it wrong. And also, of course, you can expand this as much as you like. I personally recommend putting more sugarcane farms on top so that you can also get a lot of sugarcane out of this farm. And you can expand the pumpkin farms and just put in more chickens. It's really not that complicated to expand it. Alright, you can see we have the material list in the bottom corner. And also don't forget, you need a lot of eggs for the chickens, and also you need an allay. You can get around the allay by building a whole collection system with hopper minecarts, but I just really hate using hopper minecarts for these farms because they're just like really laggy and they break all the time, and they're quite expensive too with all the gold that you need. So the allay was just much simpler. And you'll see on the material list that I have a player head there. This isn't really something in vanilla Minecraft, but the only reason I have it here is to block that irritating noise, because it really gets on my nerves. So if you have the player head mod on a server, you can just kill a player and stick their head on top of the note block and the noise stops. Sadly, there is literally no other block in the entire game which does this. I've tried zombie heads, skeleton heads, carpets, string, you name it, and none of them work. Sometimes a block will block off the noise, but that means the allay doesn't pick it up. So let me show you what happens. Let's say I block it off with glass. If I go in here, you will see there is no little blue particles going to the allay. But if I replace it with a head, you can see the little particles that are going to the allay. This is really weird. This has definitely got to be some bug in Minecraft, but I'm going to use it because why not? Alright, so let's talk about each farm specifically. Right here we have the sugarcane farm. This is a design I think made by Tango from the Hermitcraft server a while back, and I think it is a really nice and elegant design. We just have, pistons to kill each sugarcane, and we have observers at the back here that detect the growth stages of the sugarcane. A lot of people might not know this, but an observer actually can pick up the sugarcane growing. But I don't think this works on Bedrock. I'm not sure, it could, it couldn't, but I would be careful. And then we have a little trick at the top here. We have waterlogged slabs right above. Alright, so it is a bit of a mission to build these layers. So the way I would do it is first place this stair over here, then flood this whole bit with water. Then I would get the slabs, put them right across like this. Then I would place in the sugarcane, and then after that you put in the water like this, and all should be good. This also has to be 8 blocks long, very specifically 8 blocks for the water. And there is just a little bit of redstone out the back. And also don't forget the torches, because you don't want creepers and all of those nasty things spawning in this farm. Alright, and that all just flows into the crafter over here, and we can detect when something goes into the hopper and we activate it. Then down the bottom here we have our pumpkin farm. It was literally the most standard pumpkin farm in the game. It's just pistons and observers. And the LA picks it up and chucks it right against that note block, falling into the hopper underneath it. And the way we pick up the excess sugarcane is by detecting when this hopper with the sugar gets a bit too full. And then it will unlock this hopper over here, and the sugarcane will be sucked into it, into this dropper, and will fall down here. And then for the chickens, you just need approximately 32 chickens in this hole. If you're having problems with entity cramming, I would recommend just extending this by 2 and just adding an extra hopper over here and filling this up a bit, destroying that, and putting the rest of the chickens on this side. Because entity cramming, I have found, is a bit of a problem. Alright, so since you need 32 chickens in there, you are probably going to want to throw about 16 stacks of eggs into this hole. And yeah, I would recommend building these sugarcane farms a bit higher to get more sugarcane, because that is also a useful thing to get. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up for this video. And before I go, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support in the last video for the automatic terracotta maker. And I did hear of quite a few server-side issues with that farm, with the cobblestone generators and the piston pushers and all that. And for that, I really do apologize. But luckily, this farm right here should have really no problems at all on any server at all, because it is very simple and basic Minecraft mechanics. And it's actually a really fun build. I've built this on 2 survival servers now, and I do know that it definitely works on both of them. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.